Hello, sporty people, and welcome back to the Sporty Side Up. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is shaping up to be a history-making tournament, from being the first tournament to be co-hosted by two countries to being the first to feature 32 teams like the Men's World Cup and recording the highest number of tickets sold for any Women's World Cup. That's all for another day. Our focus right now is Team Africa, the history-making African teams at the tournament. 3 African teams for the first time ever are through to the knockouts. Stay with us to find out if your faves are part of them and how they achieved it. We'll begin with Zambia, the only African team to have crashed out of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Zambia, after 2 defeats in 2 games, got their first ever win at the FIFA Women's World Cup. They beat Costa Rica 3-1 and defender Lucio Mwemba scored Zambia's first ever World Cup goal with her second fastest goal of the tournament. Panama's Mata Cox has the fastest goal, by the way, and with her penalty kick, captain Barbara Banda not only netted her first goal of the World Cup but also scored a historic 1,000 Women's World Cup goal. Also in that game, Rachel Kundanaji got on the score sheet. Though they are gone, the Copper Queens should raise their shoulders high. Not very many teams have recorded a victory on their World Cup debut, except Morocco. I'll tell you all about that later. But now let's finish up with Zambia. As I was saying, the Copper Queens should raise their shoulders high. Besides, their male counterparts, the Copper Bullets, have never tasted World Cup action, even though they have been African champions. So kudos to the Zambians and better luck next time. Now on to the teams that are looking to continue to have their names in the Book of World Cup records. First is Nigeria, who got to the knockout stage for the 3rd time and back-to-back for that matter. They achieved this with a win and 2 draws. Nigeria were the first African team to qualify and the first African country to keep 2 clean sheets at the tournament. Forward Asisa Toshola also set a record for being the first African player to score in 3 consecutive World Cup tournaments. For all this, the Falcons got a special visit from FIFA's Secretary General, Ms. Fatma Samora. Take a listen.
So I'm a proud African, of course, and I'm very proud of what we have achieved tonight. It's good for Africa, it's good for women football, and it's good for Nigeria also. Nigeria has also the chance of being a big boss for the ECOWAS, so meaning also that your country is regaining its position as a powering engine for Africa. And your presence here means one thing, because you have been consistently in this World Cup since the first edition, that you are the best team of Africa. And make us proud again, please.
Yeah, there you have it. Nigeria are through to the last 16 and are looking to become the first African nation to go beyond the quarterfinals at the World Cup. That, by the way, is their best finish so far in the World Cup. But to do that, they have to overcome the Lionesses of England in the round of 16. Both sides have met 3 times previously, with the Super Falcons winning twice. Can the Super Falcons add one more victory to the tally? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Up next is the Banyana of South Africa. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. The Banyana of South Africa snuck into the last 16 for the first time in their history after a come-from-behind 3-2 win against Italy in the final group game. They escaped being booted out with a win, a draw and a narrow loss to finish with 4 points behind Group G leaders Sweden, who have 9 points. It was 3rd times the charm for the African champions, who showed what they're made of after 3 previous attempts. For Thembi Gatlana, who scored the injury time winner, it is an emotional feat, and to think that she lost 3 family members during the course of the group games, just wow. Just listen to her.
I've been in camp pushing every day. I chose to be with this team. We've got a lot of criticism, but it's football, you know. It's who wants it the best. Over the last 3 weeks, I've lost 3 family members. I could have went home, but I chose to stay with my girls because that's how much it means. I come back from a very, brutal injury, and for me to be here to play for the country, to represent every single girl that wanted to be here, to make history with the girls for South Africa. I mean, everyone deserves it. It was a team effort. We might have messed the 2 games up, but this one was something that I think we had to dig deep. And as you can see, the girls are happy. We've made history, and I'm very happy.
Yes, those are the South Africans, history makers, the Banyanas, and their next challenge is the Netherlands. Can they overcome this? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And finally is Morocco, who were the last to seal their place in the next round of the FIFA Women's World Cup. And it was not just dramatic, it was emotional and pure class. Yes, they qualified with 6 points behind leaders Colombia, who also had 6 points. You're currently watching the moment the Atlas Lioness realized they were not going back home after beating Colombia 1-0 in the final game. That moment you're seeing right now meant that Germany had failed to beat South Korea. That game between Germany and South Korea ended 1-0. But let's have a quick recap. Morocco were first welcomed to the FIFA Women's World Cup with a 6-0 bashing at the hands of Germany. They picked themselves up and went on to beat South Korea 1-0 before recording this win over Colombia. Of all the 8 teams making their debut in the FIFA Women's World Cup, only Morocco advanced to the last 16. This is worth making it to the records book if you ask me, but they are up against 2019 host France if they are going to get beyond the last 16, and this is definitely going to be a very tough game. But let's see how that goes. What do you guys think? Can they perform another wonder? Let me know in the comment section. Until our next video, where we will know what teams are going further in the competition. See ya!